back to my channel. I've not done a video for absolutely ages. It feels so weird just to be stood here talking to a camera again and like able to move and stuff, like woo. Today's video is my long awaited labour story, birth story, whichever one you want to call it. I'm gonna warn you now, I do not know how filming is going to go because at the moment Babs is sleeping, but she's been sleeping for a little while because I've had other things to do, because literally when she goes to sleep I literally have to whiz round the house. If you want to put makeup on my face, I've got to quickly throw makeup on my face, I've got to quickly tie my hair up or whatever, and it's just a lot. And me and time, we don't really go hand in hand. I'm bad with timing, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, today I am going to tell you my labour story because I know a few of you out there have been waiting for it. Wow, so excited to be back on camera. My 40-week video, I don't know if you've watched it, I don't know if you liked it, because I knew that I had been away for a long time and I had to put a video out there for you because I just didn't want to just disappear like 38 weeks, 39 weeks. Oh, where's Danette gone? Dons? Hello? Danette? Are you there? So I thought I'd just show you my 40th week of pregnancy, because that was my 40th week of pregnancy. And now, as I said, I'm going to give you my labour story. Baby permitting. As I said, when I was 39 and I think it was 5 days pregnant, I was going to have a sweep in a few days. So I was hoping that I didn't have to have the sweep, but with all my pregnancies I'd had a sweep, so why would this one be any different? Why? So on that Monday, oh no, I'm lying to you. The Monday morning of my sweep, I was happily sleeping. I thought, yes, I can have a lie-in because this is going to be my last sleep probably without a baby. So I was just snoozing in my bed, and then, listen, if you are squeamish or don't like bodily functions and things of that nature, this video might not be the one for you, because I'm literally just going to tell it how it is. Because why am I going to sugarcoat it? Because at the end of the day, pregnancy and labour is not glamorous. It's not glamorous. Your dignity goes right out of the window, and my dignity went right out of the window and came back, and then went out the other window and came back and went through the door and went out the other window. On Monday the 8th of April, I had a sweep booked. I knew at some point that baby was either going to come on the Monday or come after the Monday. So that Monday morning I thought this could be my last laying in bed. So I'm going to take advantage of it and I'm going to sleep and snooze in bed until I have to get up and pretty myself up to go for my sweep. That didn't happen because I lay in my bed and then I was woken up by like a slight release of water, we'll say. I was like, Danette, did you just wet yourself? And I thought, no, I didn't wet myself, so what the heck was that? So I was like, oh my god, am I leaking waters? Like, it was a leak of water. And I just sort of got up. My mum was staying with me and everything, and the girls were still here. I sort of got up and just went to the living room and put like a sanitary towel thing on, thinking, okay, we'll see if it's waters or whatever, because I'm pretty sure that I did not wet myself. I'd know if I was if I'd wet myself, because my bladder, not my bladder, my muscles are quite intact, considering I've had 2 children at that time, 3 children now. My muscles were quite intact and I don't really do the whole wetting yourself thing. Nothing else leaked or anything, and I was thinking, do I tell the midwife, do I not tell the midwife, like do I call them or not? And then I thought, well, I'm going to the midwife later on today anyway because I've got my sweep booked. So I just thought, no, I'll tell them when I get to the appointment. Turned up at my appointment, which was about 2:30ish. I'm stood there, she went, oh no, your appointment's been cancelled. So I'm like that thinking, are you having a laugh? You're telling me my appointment's been cancelled? I'm here all psyched up like, yeah, I'm having a sweep, and you're telling me my appointment's been cancelled. Luckily, one of the midwives that I'd seen beforehand was stood in the office at that time, and she was sort of eavesdropping, and she's like, don't worry, I can see you, I'll see you. I was like, ah, nice one, thank you. So she's like, okay, Danette, so are you telling me you want me to do a sweep today? And I'm looking at her, and I'm thinking, why is she asking me, like, are you not meant to just do the sweep anyway? And she's like, so you're telling me you're wanting me to do a sweep today? And I'm like, yes. You know when those confused yeses, like, why are you asking me? Oh my days, I forgot how uncomfortable sweeps were. While I'm lay on that little couch thing, I'm thinking, did you really want the sweep? Did you really want the sweep? Have you done the right thing? By the time she finished the sweep, she said to me I was 3 centimeters dilated, but baby still needed to move down a few centimeters and drop down. So give it 24 hours, 48 hours. Don't get your hopes up, baby might not come today. I planned for this baby to come today. The baby's got no choice but to come today, because that's why I'm here having my sweep. After the sweep, they say stay active and stuff, so obviously me stayed active, went to Sainsbury's and skipped around to get my chocolate cake, which I'm still addicted to now, so obviously that was not a pregnancy craving, that was just me being craven. Went to Sainsbury's, went over to the Chippy, and I went to KFC to get some hot wings and some gravy and some chips. You're gonna think, why the hell are you telling me about KFC? Like, I don't want to know what you ate, but the KFC thing is a big thing, okay? It's a big thing. So just note that Don's went to KFC. I had period like cramps, but obviously I just had a sweep and I was getting the odd contraction, but it was nothing to worry about. I just thought, oh, that's just baby, because obviously I've just disturbed her and she's like, my muscles are like just going into spasm or whatever. So then we went home. My 2 aunties and my 2 cousins also reached down from Manchester, so they were at my house. We're all at my house and I'm getting the odd contraction and my auntie's like, you feeling any pain? You feeling any pain? And I'm like, I'm getting pains, but not like pain. So she's like, right, okay, get up, go for a walk, get on the ball, do this, do that. So I was like, right, okay. So then the evening was going on and we got to about 7:30ish or whatever, and I realised, yeah, I'm getting contractions, but they're not really, they're coming frequent, but they're not really super strong or anything. So at this point I decided it was a good idea to download a pregnancy like contraction tracker thing on my phone, because I hadn't done this before. Like, I'm really last minute, and talk about being lastminute.com, you're getting your contractions and you're like, I know, I'll download an app. So I downloaded the app and then I was logging them. I'll put it here. They're my contractions. So as you can see, they were quite frequent, but they weren't very long and they weren't lasting. There's a few gaps in between some of them where I was off doing other stuff like going to the loo and stuff, but yeah, I'll explain that. So yeah, so then I was getting my contractions and stuff, but nothing was really like happening. So then I went to the toilet, and it's important that I tell you that I went to the toilet. I went to the toilet and they're like, today, are you okay? I was like, well, I had quite a bit of bleeding, and I was thinking, I don't remember bleeding so much after I had my sweep with Sienna and after I had my sweep with Skylar. So I was thinking, why am I bleeding so much? I was like, is that normal? And we were like, oh, well, do we ring the hospital or what? And we're like, well, are you getting contractions? They're like, well, maybe it's the start of labour or whatever. I suppose that's what you want, stuff to come out. I don't know, it was weird. But anyway, my auntie was like, what are you actually doing in the toilet anyway? So I was like, I just need to poo. She's like, yeah, you said that last time. Because literally when I had Skylar, I sat on the toilet saying that I needed to poo. But that was a different type of pain that I was getting. And that was actually, I wanted to push, not poo. So this time I was adamant, no, I have had KFC. Whenever I have McDonald's or KFC, about an hour after or so, it makes me want to poo. And I go to the toilet and I do my poo-poo. Time was progressing and my contractions were still not really lasting for that long, but they were strong and they were not too far apart sort of thing. So then I was thinking the pain's getting a bit more now. So I was thinking, I don't want to leave it to the last minute again, like I did with Skylar, where I get rushed off to the hospital in an ambulance with blue flashing lights. I want to get to the hospital and just be aware of my surroundings and stuff and not be all confused. Daddy doesn't do hospitals, so my birthing partners were my mum and my auntie. I did say to him, yeah, like last time I didn't even invite him to the hospital, which I think was a bit, I don't know, mean, rude, don't know. Anyway, this time I said, I know hospitals aren't your thing, not really expecting you to be there, but if you want, you can come. I don't mind you being there. So I didn't expect him to be turning up or whatever anyway. So anyway, I went to the hospital. I told him that I was off to the hospital. I went to the hospital to go to the birthing centre with my mum and with my auntie, and my girls stayed with my 2 cousins and my auntie. And then we got to the hospital about 9:30ish, I think. And when I arrived, the midwives were like, oh, right. I was still quite calm because I thought there's no point panicking yet. Don't panic yet, it's going to get worse. it's going to really hurt you, Danette. So don't panic, stay calm. And I was still getting my contractions and stuff. And because I was able to talk to the midwives, they were looking at me as if to say, what, you think you're in labour? Like, this girl thinks she's in labour, like, what? And when I went off to the toilet, I think I still wanted to poo or wee. I can't remember what I was doing, pooing or weeing. I went to the toilet and I heard the midwife say to my mum and my auntie, is she normally this chilled out when she's in labour? And they were like, oh yeah, she starts off chilled. That's the start, she starts off chilled. And my auntie was saying, don't really think she's in proper labour yet. Don't think. I think she's come a bit too soon. I was thinking, either way, I'm at the hospital, which is where I want to be. I don't want to go into panic mode like last time. So they said, okay, we'll do the internal to see how dilated you are, what's going on with your insides, because otherwise we're not going to know anything. So they examined me. They didn't actually tell me how dilated I was. And they just said, basically, baby still needs to move down 2 more centimetres, and then things should progress a bit more. And because at the moment you're not actually in established labour. Wait a minute, I'm feeling pain and I know that I'm dilated, and you know that I'm obviously dilated a bit more now than I was before, but I'm not actually in labour. So I'm not thinking, frig's sake, so have I just wasted my time bigging up myself, shipping off the girls to my auntie to come down to the hospital? I thought, I'm not going home because I know that this baby is coming. I know the baby's coming, but I've done some weird mind over matter, some serious level of mind over matter, and told myself, calm, Danette, calm. But they said to me, because it's your 3rd child and your other labours were quick, we could either say go home and come back, because I live quite a distance from the hospital. They said by the time you get halfway home, or by the time you get home, you might need to turn back round and come back to the hospital because your labour could go like that. Or things could just completely stop and they won't see me there for another 3 days. So I'm thinking, well, this baby's not staying in here for another 3 days. She is coming out. So they were like, what we'll tell you to do is stay here for an hour or so, go for a walk, use the facilities, make yourself a hot chocolate, a cup of tea, even go to the family room and watch TV for a bit, or bounce on a birthing ball, walk around the hospital, and we'll check you again after an hour. So I'm like, ah, right, okay. So then I'm sat on a birthing ball, bouncing, going, baby, come out, it hurts, baby, come out. And I'm pacing up and down, and my auntie's like, I told you shouldn't have come to the hospital yet, I told you you'd come too soon. So then next minute, who walks through the door? Daddy walks through the door. And I'm like, oh my God, he's gonna cuss me now, because I've told him, yeah, I'm in labour, I'm going to the hospital. And he's turned up, and I'm like, I'm not actually in established labour. So he was like, oh, what, you're not in labour? No, I'm not in labour yet. I'm getting my pains, but I'm not in labour yet. They said leave it an hour. So he's like, ah, right. So he just went and sat himself in the chair and was like, in fact, no, he was laughing at me. Because each time I got a contraction, I was like, oh my God, it hurt. And he's like, ah, it's what you wanted. It's what you wanted. I'm like, ah, look, yeah, now is not the time. Now is not the time. I was still quite calm still. I wasn't crying or anything or hysterical. I was just like, yeah, firm it, Danette, you can do this. Midwife came in and she's like, okay, do you want some paracetamol and codeine to take the edge off it? Paracetamol and codeine. The only time I take paracetamol and codeine is if I have toothache. And I said this to her, I was like, I only have that for toothache. She went, well, does it work for toothache? I was like, no. She went, it's not going to work for childbirth then. So I was thinking, you're telling me. I took the tablets, and again, Daddy was sat there going, you're going to have to break the tablets up for her because she can't swallow tablets. She can't do needles and she can't swallow tablets. So you might be here for about 3 days yet while she swallows the tablets. So I had the paracetamol and the codeine, and then I was pacing up and down still on the birthing ball, and then my room was really nice. Let me just tell you that. I was in the birthing centre. My room was really nice. For the first time out of 3 pregnancies, there was a birthing pool in my room. Did I have a water birth? No, I didn't have a water birth. I had the perfect opportunity to have a water birth. I was there, the pool was there, it was free, and I didn't have my water birth because I thought, you know something, I can't be bothered, let's just get this over and done with. now. Like, I'm not going to strip off, get in the pool and bob around, because you've told me that I might not even be in labour, and that's all I'm thinking. I'm getting these pains and you said that I'm not actually in established labour. So what's it feel like to be in established labour again? I can't remember. And suddenly something happened and things started moving a lot quicker, and I had loads of different midwives coming in to my room, basically, because I was the only lady in the birthing centre that night. No other ladies were there. No one else wanted to give birth that night other than mwah. It was like a little party in my room, to be honest, but not like a bad party. It was like a good party, because I was getting like extra special care, because everyone was there and everyone was sort of helping out or just coming and talking and stuff. So anyway, things started moving really quick. I decided that I needed to poo, and I convinced the midwife I need to poo. I've been to KFC today. I've not done my KFC poo yet, so I know that it's not the baby that wants to drop out, it's me wanting to poo. And I think I need to do a wee as well, actually, while I'm there. So I went to the toilet. It's getting contractions while I'm in the toilet. I'm like, Danette, are you okay? I'm like, oh, literally, that's what you do when you have your contraction. Everything has to stop. Silence, you need silence. You need to just think it through. I think the pain's gonna pass soon. The pain is gonna pass soon, because it's like an intense, like a... And you're thinking, how long is this one gonna last for? It's gone. That is how a contraction goes. I went to the toilet and they're like, Danette, are you okay? I was like, no, I can't poo. I can't poo. This is when I start falling to pieces. So I come out of the toilet and I'm like, ah! Another contraction. So then they're like, okay, I think she's actually going into established labour now, sort of thing. So I'm like thinking, what? So everything's going a bit muffled, because obviously the pain's getting quite a bit. And I walked, they went, okay, Danette, do you want to go and get on the bed now? So I'm like, yeah, okay. Another contraction's coming. So I'm thinking, oh my God, this is it now. Baby's coming. It is happening. It hurts. That's all I can say again. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. And my auntie is over in the corner. She's like, if I hear her bleeding, say it, bleeding hurts. Again, I'm going to show her what hurts is in a minute. And I'm like thinking, oh my God, but it does hurt. And they said, oh, do you want to get on the bed on all fours? So I was like, alright, okay then. So I knelt up on the bed, so I'm kneeling over the bed. So I'm like this on the bed, and my knees on the bed, sort of thing. They said that's a more natural and easier position to birth in as well. So I thought, oh, okay then. Felt like I was on one born every minute. Like, look at me doing different positions. Like last time I was just like lay down thinking if I crawl up the bed, the baby will ease out and everything will be fine. Obviously it doesn't happen like that, but yeah. So I'm kneeling over the bed, and then I'm breathing, my contractions are coming, and I'm like, oh my gosh, literally just like this over the bed thinking, Jesus, what the heck have you done? Did you really want a baby, Danette? Did you really want a baby? Well, it's tough now because the baby's coming either way. So they were like, oh yeah, I heard one of the midwives say, oh yeah, right, she's getting ready now. She's coming now because I can see in her lower back. And my auntie's like, oh, why, what? What changes in her back? And they said something about, I don't know if it's muscles or something. They could see something in my back. If you know what the heck they could see in my back, drop it in the comments down below. Because obviously at this point, I was thinking, okay, so if I'm in labour now, does that mean I can have my pethidine? Because remember, all I wanted was to get to the hospital in time and have pethidine if the pain starts getting a bit oh, can I have pethidine now? They're like, no, Danette, you don't need the pethidine. The baby is coming. And that felt like it echoed in my head from the last time when I had Skylar. No, Danette, you don't need the pethidine. The baby is coming. I thought, what? I'm doing it again with no pain relief again. Are you having a laugh? Really? All you give me is paracetamol and codeine, and you're telling me you're about to have a baby, Danette. You're about to give birth. And I started crying. I was bawling, going, all I wanted to do was get to the hospital in time to have my pain relief because it hurts. I just wanted pethidine. And my mum's over at the other side in front of me going, all she wanted was to have a pethidine because last time she was really scared. It really scared her and she didn't want to do it like that again. I just want pethidine. The midwife's like, you can have some gas and air. So I was like, yes, I will have gas and air. I will have gas and air. And that first puff of gas and air, my head was like, ooh, like, why didn't I have this sooner? Because I don't think I had the gas and air for that long at all, because I'm not breathing on the gas and air. I was thinking, yes, this feels good now. Oh my God, another contraction's coming. So then the contractions come in, I'm like, ah. They're like, breathe on the gas and air, Danette, breathe on the gas and air, let it out. I'm like, ah. Thinking, right, okay. Then I breathed on it so much that my hand was like this. I'm over the bed and I've got the gas and air in my mouth and my hand's doing this madness and I'm like, thinking, oh my God, what's going on with my hand? And they're like, ah, that's just the oxygen. They said the oxygen or something getting to your brain. I was like, ah, what? What the heck? You know, jeez. So then I'm on the gas and air and then next minute, like, Daddy was still sat down. I was thinking, yeah, he's getting a right view. This is not a lovely position to be in because I literally just had my sports bra on, my maternity sports bra that was in my hospital bag. I had that on, then nothing on the bottom, and I'm over the bed like this with my backside, just like for everyone to see. I'm over the bed and I'm breathing my gas and air. My contractions are coming and coming and coming, and then next minute I felt something just drop inside me and I remember going, oh, and then just a gush, like a gush. My waters went. And when the midwife told me, if you remember in one of my videos, the midwife said, yeah, your waters don't gush like they do in the films. My waters gushed like in the films, and there was a lot of fluid, and it was brown fluid as well because baby had obviously opened the bowels inside. And I'm like, oh my God. And I looked down and I was just in water. All the midwives and everyone jumped back because it just went whoosh. Next minute, in the back of in my, is that my peripheral view? Whatever view this is, Daddy sat over here, right? I see him jump up and he's like, ah, is that my time to leave? Because remember, he don't like stuff like that. He didn't want to see all that. He was here, but he didn't want to see all that. That was a bit too much. And I thought, that scared me. I'm like, ah, sorry, man. He's like, ah, what are you saying sorry for? It's his fault. So he left at this point, and then it's like, I don't know, that was it. From the gush of water, and I'm on the gas and air and everything, and then I remember a midwife coming round to me, and she said, okay, Danette, on the next contraction, you're going to push, and then baby is going to come out, and you're going to catch baby. Now remember, I'm high on gas and air, right? And this midwife's telling me, on this raised up bed, which is however many feet off the floor, that on the next push, you're going to catch baby. I'm like, I know I was drugged up and stuff, but sense was still coming to me. I was like, I'm going to catch the baby. And she's like smiling at me. In fact, you can see her on my pictures, I think. And she's smiling at me. I'm like, I'm not going to catch the baby. You're going to catch the baby. And she's like, okay. And then she walked off. I was thinking, I can't catch a baby. I've just carried her for like 9.5 months. And then you're telling me I'm going to catch the baby. I don't want to drop my baby on the floor. Like, no, my head's a bit, woo. And the contraction came, and then I pushed and pushed and pushed. And they're like, okay, Danette, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. I'm like, okay, I can't. They're like, right, the head's out. I'm thinking, what? The head's out. The next contraction came. And then they're like, okay, Danette, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. And then she came out, and then it's like, wah! I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, what? Now, the first thing that I said after the baby came out was, what day is it? What day is it? And they're like, thinking, you what? They're like, it's Tuesday, Danette. I started pushing at 3 minutes past 12, and she arrived at 16 minutes past 12 on the Tuesday. So it was now Tuesday the 9th of April. And the reason why I was asking what day it was is because I was saying, me and the girls all have birthdays on odd days. I'm the 3rd, Sienna's the 27th, and Skylar is the 11th. And Daddy's the 30th, but he doesn't count. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, this baby is really weird. This baby is going to be the odd one out because she's going to be born on the 8th, which is an even day. But luckily she came on the 9th, which is another odd day. Yay! Me and my random wants and needs. The next question that I asked was, is it a girl? Is it a girl? Is it a girl? And they're like, yes, Danette, it's the girl. And that's because everyone kept saying to me, oh, that's a boy bump. You look like you're carrying a boy. That bump looks like a boy. Are you sure it's a girl? I was thinking it better be a girl because obviously he's going to be wearing a lot of pink and a lot of unicorn stuff if it's a girl. If it's a boy. Yeah. Then I remember looking over and heard this little squawky cry, and I saw this little purple baby with a little 80s afro, and I thought, oh, and I looked at her and I was thinking, she's tiny, and that's literally what I said. I was like, oh my gosh, she's tiny. I was expecting her to weigh like £5 something, looking at her, because she was small. My other two were quite big, not too big, but literally, Babs, baby Spud looked small. And then they got her weighed and everything, and she weighed £7 and 2 ounces. And I was thinking, well, wait a minute, because Skylar weighed £7 3 ounces, and she didn't look that small, but this one's just like all tiny and compact and like. Since she's been born in my story, maybe now would be a good time to bring her in on the video. Might as well just make it as real as possible. So then, they put her on me to do some skin to skin, and while they were giving me the baby, you could tell that normal Donette had resumed by this point, because I'd given birth using the gas and air for what? Not very long at all. Because when they gave me the gas and air, I was thinking, why the heck did you not give me this gas and air a lot sooner? Because I would have been a lot happier. I wouldn't have been happier, but I could have gone to my happy place or wherever the heck the gas and air takes me a lot sooner. So then they gave me baby, and I had the injection in my thigh, so the placenta was delivered a lot quicker. And I saw this blue injection coming towards me, and I'm holding her exactly like this, and they stuck it in, and it didn't really hurt that much, but obviously I'm like like an idiot. You would think that I was still in labour, and they stuck the injection in me. And my mum said I was literally still screaming about the injection when the injection wasn't even in my leg anymore. The placenta was delivered. It didn't take that long. I don't know how long, because everything after you had the baby, the time just goes into like, I don't know what time. I was running on the next time anyway. And then I remember they delivered the placenta, and the midwife was like, do you want to see the placenta? I was like, no, thank you. No, I'm done with all that now. Like, I was looking at the cord on the baby, and I was thinking, I don't even like the look of the cord. So like, can we just get that cut off now, please? So I could take my baby, and so we can just get back to like normal sort of thing. Like, Daddy was walking around with the camera, and I'm like, thinking, yeah, I look good, look at me, I'm a G. I just had a baby, wow, I'm cracking joke and everything. And then the midwives came over, and they're like, we're just gonna check you for stitches and like any tears and stuff. So I'm like, right, okay. She went, do you want the gas and air for this? I was like, yeah, okay, because I thought it's gonna be a bit sensitive down there now, isn't it? So I'm sat there, well, I'm not sat there, I'm still on the bed, and she's checking, and she said, good, there's no tears, no grazes, no anything. And then it was really uncomfortable though, like properly uncomfortable, so I was on the gas and air. And then they said to me, okay, because this is your third baby, we're going to give you a pessary. We can give you a pessary to stop the what they're called? Afterbirth pains, like, because you still get contractions after you've had baby, especially if you're breastfeeding as well. And I was thinking, no, remember, normal Donette's resumed now, so I don't want any injections, and I don't want anything, any injections, any pessary. Like pessary goes up your bum, doesn't it? Like, never had anything shoved up there before. And I was thinking, I don't really want to start now, like my baby's out. And they were like, we'd advise you to have the pessary because it can feel like labour again. And I was like, okay, I'll have the pessary. So then she's doing the pessary, and she sort of, they try to trick you, know, when like nurses and stuff try and trick you. And I'm breathing on the gas and air, and then next minute I went, because she literally shoved the pessary up my behind. I'm thinking, oh my god, oh my god. And I was thinking, I feel a bit weird, but I felt weird anyway. I remember the midwife also saying to me, okay, in the morning I'm going to bring you prescription because this is your third baby and you're over 35, and for something else you tick the boxes to need to have these special injections for 10 days to stop clots, to stop blood clots. And I'm thinking, I'm still high on gas and air. Wait, you telling me about what injection, sorry? What injection? She said it's in, I went, well, I have injections. She's like, yeah, you have these 10 injections for 10 days. So you have an injection each day. You inject it into your stomach, and that stops your blood from clotting. And I'm like, sorry, what are you saying to me? I have injections for 10 days that I have to do myself into my stomach. Yeah, exactly, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking I must still be dreaming. Like, this gas and air is like really kicking in now, isn't it? So then I just said, oh, okay, okay. And then like everyone left. Dad stayed for a bit. Dad, not dad, baby's daddy, obviously. And we have to call him baby's daddy because we have the same name, so things get really confusing. So then what's it called? Yeah, we were chilling for a bit and everything with baby. We dressed her and stuff, but I don't think we were meant to dress her because I was thinking, why's the baby got no clothes on? Like, daddy, put some clothes on the baby, she's gonna be cold. But it turns out I think we were meant to be still doing skin to skin at that point. And then next minute, I think the midwife undressed her or did something. I can't remember. The midwife did something anyway. And daddy left. I had my shower while the midwife was still pottering around, like watching baby and stuff. And then they said, we've got your room ready now. So I was like, right, okay. So we went over to this room. I'm thinking, yes, I'm getting a special treatment. Only one on the in the birthing centre. Even got my own little room. And they kept coming in, checking the temperature. Are you okay down there, missus? Are you okay? Are you waking up? Are you waking up? No, you're not waking up. Okay, she ain't waking up. So then they kept checking the baby's temperature and they kept coming in and coming out and coming in. They're like, oh, okay, get some rest. And then they come back in and check her temperature. I thought, what the frig are you doing? You told me to rest and sleep, because while this baby's sleeping, I know that I need to get my sleep, because if I don't get my sleep, oh, she'd been on the breast already. She fed for absolutely ages as well. So I was thinking, while she's sleeping, I know I need to get my sleep, because if I don't get my sleep, my head is going to be missing because I'm not going to sleep. So then they kept coming in and stuff, and then they took the baby and then they wheeled in this special cot or whatever. It had like a big thing on it. I was thinking, what the heck is that on the cot? Like, I don't know what's going on. And they got this little thing on the wall, like I thought it was a resus thing, but it wasn't a resus thing. It was like a little sunbed. That's how I'm going to describe it. It looked like a little sunbed. And they said, we can't get baby's temperature's not right. It's a bit too low. So that's why we have to, if we make her do some more, I don't know what to say. Baby's temperature's too low. So we're going to try and bring it back up, because it could cause an infection, or it could be an infection. Maybe she's not had enough skin to skin. So we'll do some more skin to skin with you. So I'm like, right, okay. Oh dear. So they got baby and they shoved her down my top, so she was doing some skin to skin, hopefully thinking if she gets my body temperature and the temperature from like me under the... What are you doing? What are you doing, midget? 1 second, mind your head, Baba. So yeah, so they're like, are you okay now, yeah? Comfy? You okay up there? Yeah? Okay, she good. So then that wasn't working with the skin to skin with me. So they put her on this little like sunbed thing on the side, sort of. And then she stayed on there for a bit, for ages actually. And that was making the temperature come up a bit. And then they brought the hot cot or something. I didn't realise it was a hot cot. I was just looking at the cot thinking, what the heck is this cot with this big thing on it, with this machine that the woman's setting up? Because really, I think they do it to not panic you, because I was thinking, what the heck is going on? You keep taking my baby, giving the baby this, that, the baby, checking this, checking that, and no one's actually telling me what's going on other than, I think she's pretending to sleep. But no one was really telling me what was going on. And then they put her in that cot and I had to leave her in there to make sure her temperature stayed at the right temperature. But I was going to leave her in there anyway, because I wasn't going to pick her up right, because I was tired. I needed to like chill and rest. And then a temperature got to the right temperature after all morning basically. So I was on Snapchat and trying to film random parts of the room, but obviously I was still a bit spaced out, so I wasn't filming proper stuff, to be honest. I'll put some, in fact some of the footage is in that other video, that 40-week video, because none of it was making sense. But yeah, and then baby's temperature was back up to normal, and then I got discharged at 12:30 that day. So like 12 hours after. I was in hospital for 12 hours. Well, I was in hospital for a little bit more, but after labour I stayed in the hospital for 12 hours, and then I was able to go home, even though I didn't get to go home until 8 o'clock that evening. But that is a different story. I will put it in the next video. But for now, I'm guessing you all want to meet baby Spud properly, so I'll try and get her to say hi. 1 second. So guys, okay, she is still sleeping, but here is baby Spud with her eyes rolling. I'm gonna have to do another video for you, so I'll do a 1 month review. I'll do a 1 month update video because she's 5 weeks now and she's side-eyeing me as well, so I'm really disturbing her. So I just wanted to put her in the video because the video was sort of about her arrival, and now she has arrived. Now she has arrived. So yeah, so I'm going to cut this video short here because I think it might be a really long one, and the alarm's just gone off to say, Donette, you got to go and pick the kids up from school. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you to everyone that has joined me on my pregnancy journey while we awaited baby Spud, who is now here. Oh, Papa. I've got makeup on so I can't rub my face all over her. But yeah, thank you for everyone for joining me on my journey. I have really appreciated it. I know some of you that are watching this video are pregnant right now. Let me know how you're doing in the comments down below because I'm interested, guys, because I'm nosy like that. But yeah, let me know it in the comments. If you are new to my channel, subscribe because this journey's not over, because now I'm on my postpartum. Is it postpartum? Yeah, journey. And obviously I've got a journey with a baby and I've still got my 2 other girls. So the dynamics are definitely going to change. They've changed already, to be honest. The family dynamics have definitely changed. So still join. So subscribe with that. If you're one of my old time, long time subscribers, mwah, 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 mwah. Love you. I'm getting a bit weird, aren't I? Okay, so anyway guys, thank you for watching this video. I shall see you on my next one, which will be up very, very soon. And I promise baby will be awake. But for now, I have to run. Oh, my baby. And I have to run, so...